Alright, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today's video we are going to hop in and we're going to play round 2 of the Open at Royal Troon. If you watched the previous video, you saw me play round 1. We had a bad start to that round, but then we kind of got it back. Ended up finishing even for the round, so hopefully we can do a little bit better in today's round and we can actually get into red numbers. But let's hop in and take a look at the settings real quick. Alright, so we are on the Pro Tour on SGT. So we're going to play round 2. Looks like we're at the white tees again today. They have moved the flags to Saturday pins. The stimp they did up from 12 to 13. Fairway firmness is at firm. Green firmness is normal. And the wind is breezy again today. So let's get out there and hopefully we can play better today. Alright, so first hole, round 2 here. If you saw the first round, I'm trying to play more of a controlled cut to keep it in the fairway. So a little less distance sometimes than I'm normally used to. But it seems to work out a little bit pretty well. So we're going to continue to do that today. So probably going to be aiming down the left side and trying to cut it back to the fairway for the most part of the day off the tee box. So let's get started here. Good way to start round 2 here. Good drive. We got 47 yards left. So let's see if we can't stick this in the gimme circle. Spin, ball, spin, spin. Unfortunately, just hit that one a little bit too hard. Didn't get enough spin on that. So we've got 9 yards left, just slightly up the hill. So this is going to play more like a 30-foot feel, a little right to left break. Hopefully I can putt better in this round than I did in the first round, and we can make some of these. We lagged that one up into the gimme circle, so we got out of the first hole with a par, which is much better than round 1 start where we double bogeyed that first one. So same thing here. We're going to try to hit that little bit of a cut. Caught it off the heel. Cut ball. Keep cutting. So even though we did hit a little bit of a cut, we had it kind of lined up way left of the fairway, so we didn't make it back to the fairway. But we got 94 yards left here, a little bit up the hill with the wind behind us. We are coming out of the rough, which won't really be necessarily a distance penalty we've seen so far, or we saw in the first round, but it is going to reduce the spin that we put on the ball, so we're going to have to try to land this short, maybe 5 or 6 yards, and let it just bounce and roll into the hole there. Kind of blocked it and didn't hit it. Stay out of there. Whew, very poorly executed shot. I didn't get the distance I wanted on that. Plus, I also blocked it out to the right a little bit. So, got a tricky one here. Third shot, we got to hit over these pot bunkers. Hopefully, just land it on the green, and we can just roll it down into the gimme circle. Well, ball. So I was kind of afraid of leaving that one short, kind of rolling back into one of those pot bunkers. So we went a little bit long. Looks like it's going to start going a little left to start and then come back to the right at the hole. So I've aimed it out to the left just a little bit. We got about 21 feet, 4 inches up the hill. So about a 24, 25 foot feel here. Whoa. Whoa. Unfortunate there. Basically had enough speed on it and just played a little bit too much break or just pulled it just a little bit left. So we got a short par 4 here, wind blowing left to right. Probably try to play this with just a little bit of a cut, way out to the left, cut it back into the fairway. Whoa, ball. Bounce, get over that. So we got a fortunate bounce there over the creek. We are in the fairway, but ball is above our feet. So we've got kind of a slope, 3.1 degrees to the left. So I have aimed this out to the right of the hole. We're going to try to hopefully get this towards the middle of the green. Off the hill. Come on. Fortunately, hit that with a little bit of fade spin, so we ended up on the right side of the green, coming off that hill just a little bit. Got a left to right breaker here, about 18.5 feet, 5 inches down the hill here. So see if we can put this in for birdie. Didn't play enough break on that putt, so we're still 1 over, headed into 4, which is our first par 5. So hopefully we can get a birdie here and get back to even. Kick left. Kick left. Get left. Go. All right, so just came up just short of getting it back out in the fairway, but we are in the rough, so I don't think we'll have much of a distance penalty. So we got 214 slightly up the hill, a little bit of left to right wind helping us out here. We do have a little bit of a left slope, ball's a little above our feet. I'm going to try to hit this 2-iron, this driving iron, probably just towards the middle of the green hopefully, and just get it to roll up on and give us a putt maybe for eagle. Stay out of that bunker, please. Go left. Keep going. Didn't want to be chipping over this pot bunker, but hopefully we can get this just over the bunker, close to the edge of the green there, and just let this roll down into the gimme circle. Whoa, ball. Oh! Alright, so we didn't get it in the gimme circle, but we got a pretty straightforward putt, almost 7.5 feet, so I think we can make this and get out of here with a birdie. So we made a putt, got birdie. We're moving on to number 5 here. We're back to even. We've got 197 yards up the hill with a little bit of wind behind us, blowing left to right. I'm going to hit a 6-iron and see if I can't maybe draw it against that wind and just kind of keep it towards the middle of the screen. I blocked it right. Straight block that out to the right. We got 33 yards up the hill here out of the deep rough. Hopefully I can land this, 4 or 5 yards short of the hole, and it can roll into the gimme circle. Oh ball. Oh ball. All right, so again, we got out of trouble. Didn't get into the gimme circle, unfortunately, but we got a pretty makeable putt here, hopefully to save this par and get out of here. So we're through 5. We are even still, so we are going into our second par 5 here, number 6. Oh, don't cut. Stop it. Stop it. Just came across that one too hard. Unfortunately, we cut it too much. We're in the deep rough on the right-hand side. We're just going to kind of knock this out with a 5-iron, get back in the fairway, and hopefully give us about a full wedge left into this green. So we got 116 left on the third shot here. This par 5 up the hill a little bit with a helping breeze. I've got sand wedge in hand, our 54 degree. Gonna try to probably hit it with a carry of like 108, 108, 110 maybe, and then hopefully with a little bit of spin we can get it really close to the gimme circle. Bounce. Whoa ball. Whoa. I was hoping to get a little more help from the wind than that and get a little bit more distance, but unfortunately we spun it back a little bit short. So we've got about 13 feet left up the hill slightly, so about a 15-foot field here on this left to right breaker. So the putting woes continue here in round 2. Unfortunately, I think I pulled that a little bit left and hit it just a little bit too hard. So if I don't do either one of those, I think maybe get that to fall. But we're still even par, headed into number 7. So we're going to try to keep playing that cut off the tee here, and get something in the fairway. Kick left, big kick left. Get out of there. So at least we got fortunate we're in the rough, not the deep rough. So I'm going to try to hit a full lob wedge, 58 degree here. We are on a little bit of a downslope, and then we've also got the ball above our feet, and then we've got a wind blowing to the right. So hopefully the ball above our feet and the wind kind of cancel each other out. Pretty decent effort out of the rough there. We left ourselves with basically a 10-footer, little left to right break. Hopefully we can make a putt finally and make a birdie. Still can't putt worth a crap, so we blew another opportunity to get into red figures. So we're still even, headed into the postage stamp here. So I'm going to try to hit a full 50 degree here, let the wind kind of carry it. I've aimed out to the right of the side of the green, so hopefully the wind carries it back towards the middle. Might have pulled it a little bit though. Hold on, ball. Whoa, ball. Get past that bunker. So it makes it very difficult to see because of the terrain here, but I have clicked around on the map. So I do know that I'm just in the fairway. We got a little bit of a left to right break. It is a downhill putt, and we are about 18 feet, I would say, away, and down about 6 inches. So we're going to hit this with about a 12 to 13 foot feel, and hopefully I've aimed out far enough to the left that we can get this somewhat close. All right, so we got kind of lucky on the postage stamp there. I was really afraid we were going to roll or suck back into that pot bunker on the left-hand side. But then we couldn't see the hole, which I guess turned out to be a blessing because without seeing the hole, I actually made almost a better putt than if I probably could see the hole. But anyway, we are on to number 9 here, par 4. We're going to try to hit that cut we've been hitting, keep it in the fairway, and hopefully we can make the turn and be in red figures. Cut ball. Come on, wind. Help me out. Come on, wind. Oh. Gonna try to hit a full lob wedge. Hopefully we can get this into like the middle of the green and give ourselves a putt at birdie. A little fat. Kick right. Whoa, ball. All right, so unfortunately I pulled that a little bit, so failed to get it kind of towards the middle of the green and get us closer. But this is going to be about a 29-foot putt down the hill a little bit, so we're going to play this about a 26-foot feel. All right, so hit a pretty good putt on the last hole. Unfortunately, just squeaked by the left side. So we got there with par, so we're still even. Going to number 10 here. Because of the wind in our face and hitting this cut, in round 1 I kind of ended up in the deep rough because I didn't make it to the second group or the second tier there of the fairway. So we're going to play a little smarter. We're going to hit 2 hybrid off the tee. Hopefully put us at the end of that first group of fairway there. All right, so used about all the fairway we could. We left ourselves with the ball above our feet a little bit, and the wind kind of blowing a little right to left back to us. So I've aimed out to the right side of the green a little bit. We're going to hit 9-iron. Hopefully we can kind of get some spin on this and just kind of get it to stick close, or at least finish maybe just a little left of the flag. Contact was really thin. Might work out though. Whoa, ball. Spin. Spin. It's going to roll off, I think. Contact wasn't great with that 9-iron, but I should have played that a little smarter. I should have played that more towards the middle of the green and just kind of been safe so that I didn't fall off this edge over here. So let's see if we can get this up and down. Safe par. Whoa, ball. Whoa. All right, we left ourselves some work to do here. It wasn't a great effort. So we got 25 feet left up the hill. So kind of more like a 30-foot field here, left to right break. Turn ball. Just keep torturing myself on these greens. I just come just a tiny bit short, just a little left, just burn the edges. Like just so many putts. Could have made this round and last round. So hopefully we get some to start falling here pretty soon. So we're the number 11. We are 1 over. Par 4 here. Going to try to hit that little cut, get us something in the fairway. Not too much. There's out of bounds over there. Hold on, ball. Hold on, ball. All right, so we got ourselves in a real mess here. At least we did not go over the train and out of bounds here. We got 168 left into the wind, out of the deep rough. So this is probably going to play somewhat closer to 200, 205-ish. So going to hit 6-iron, and hopefully we can get something towards the front of the green and just let it roll back to the hole a little bit. Go, ball. Go. Run. All right, contact was kind of poor on that. It was kind of thin, so it didn't get the distance I really wanted. So we got a really long putt here. Hopefully we can just hit a good lag, get it in the gimme circle, and get out of here with a par and move on. All right, so we got the lag in the gimme, got out of there with par, still one over, headed to 12, a little longer par 4 here. With the wind behind us, hopefully we can hit this cut and keep it in the fairway. Kick left, come on, kick left. Thank you. All right, so executed off the tee. We got 117 left up the hill with the little wind behind us. Gonna try to hit 54-degree wedge. Hopefully we can throw this all the way back there to the hole and get the spin to kind of just stick it. Wow, the carry is weak. Kind of came down and clipped the ball on that, so just really wasn't great contact, because I normally carry that like 105 to 110. So now we've left ourselves a really long birdie putt, so 44 feet with 18 inches up the hill, so like a 63 foot field here. Turn. All right, so hit another nice lag putt. We got into the gimme circle, so we got out there with a par, moving on a 13. Still one over. Another par 4 here. Wind's blowing right to left. Going to try to cut it, keep it in the fairway. All right, so a little spinny on the drive. Kind of took some distance off, but that's all right. We're in the fairway, 138 out, up the hill a little bit with the wind in our face. I've aimed out to the right just a little bit. Hopefully kind of bring this smooth 9-iron in and back to that back pin placement. Go left, go left. All right, unfortunately did not get it to go left like I wanted it to, so we've still got a long birdie putt here. Basically 23 feet, just up the hill, so 24-foot field. Hopefully we can make one and get back to even here. Just unfortunate, just all over it. I feel like just can't get anything to fall. So we're still one over, headed into 14. We got a par 3 here, 181 slightly downhill, right to left breeze. Gonna try to cut, aim a little left of the flag and try to cut this 7-iron and see if I can't kind of keep it close or at least put it towards the middle of the green. I might have blocked it. Hold on, ball. Hold on, get up there. So block that out there just a little bit to the right. So we got another long birdie putt here that I probably will not make. I honestly don't know what else to say. I mean, this is just getting kind of comical at this point. I mean, I think you could have breathed on that thing and it would have fell in. I'm so frustrated. All right, so out to 15. We're still one over. Got another par 4 here, so just going to try to hit that cut. Keep something in the fairway. So we're in the fairway. We're on a decent upslope here. So I have aimed out to the right of the flag just because the wind's going to kind of hopefully bring this back to the hole. I'm going to hit 8-iron since this upslope is probably going to kill some of the distance. So hopefully we can get this in the gimme circle so I don't have to try to make a friggin' putt. Go left. Go left. Come on, go left. Whoa, ball. All right, I'd love to be excited about this, but the way my luck has gone, no, I'm probably most likely not going to make this. But hopefully we can and finally get back to even. It's a miracle. I made a putt. All right, freaking miracle. We made a putt, a 10-footer for birdie. So we got it back to even, headed into 16, which is a par 5. So hopefully we can keep that birdie streak going and get under par here. Cut it too much. All right, so we reward ourselves with deep rough right after making a birdie putt finally. Just going to take the medicine, hit the 5-iron, get it back out in the fairway, and hopefully we can get something close on the third shot. Back out in the fairway, we got 112 left, a little slightly downhill with a little breeze in our face. I'm going to hit pretty much a smooth 50 degree, see if we can't throw something kind of past this hole a little bit and spin it back. Not what we wanted, because this is going to be tough up and down. Get out of this pot bunker. I just want to get out of it and get myself at least at a par putt. All right, hopefully we don't give that stroke back. Hopefully I can make this putt, even though we all know how I've putted in this tournament so far. Gave that stroke back, so now we're 1 over again, going into 17. We got a long 202-yard par 3 into a right to left breeze in our face a little bit. Gonna try to hit a 5-iron, maybe fade it just a little bit, and see if we can't bounce and roll something kind of close to this right front pin. Too much. We are falling apart here. Hopefully same as last hole, but hopefully I can get this up and down and save par. All right, gonna need a prayer. We got a 45-footer basically here to save par. Well, coming apart here at the end, we are now 2 over, headed into 18. It is a short par 4, so hopefully we can get something in the fairway, get a wedge close, and get at least one of these strokes back. It's off the toe. Yee. All right, so we sliced a drive behind the grandstands on 18. I don't know if this will hold true, but I've kind of had one of these shots before where this acts like in the game that's not even there, so hopefully we don't ricochet off of that. We've got 115 yards left out of the deep rough, so I'm going to try to just hit a pitching wedge and hopefully just hit this towards the green, get us on the dance floor, and maybe get us a putt at birdie. Coming apart a little bit here. We went from deep rough to deep rough. We got 16 yards left. Hopefully we can get this in the gimme circle and get out of here with a par. Don't do any more damage. All right, so it all comes down to me making a putt to save par here, which I don't feel too great about, to be honest with you. So we pretty much got basically 11-footer here. Just going to kind of hit straight at the hole. Hopefully we make this. Finally. All right, so that's going to do it for round 2. As you can see, we came out with a 73. We finished even in the first round, so now we are 2 over for the tournament, headed into the third and final round. Kind of fell apart there at the end, unfortunately. But hey, if you guys like this kind of content, you like these videos, make sure to give the video a like. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to keep doing stuff like this, playing tournaments on GS Pro, but then also we'll be doing different simulator softwares and different sim devices also in the future. So I want to thank you guys again for watching the video. Stay tuned for round 3. It'll be coming out probably tomorrow or the next day. Y'all have a great day. See you in the next one.